Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Yoga with Pooja Shah. In my today's video, I'll be showing an advanced back bend, also known as Chakrasana or the full wheel pose, also known as Urdhva Dhanurasana. Now this is an advanced posture, so I would suggest you do not go directly into the posture. Follow these drills, follow these warm-ups for a few days, and then when you feel that your body is ready, you can proceed for Chakrasana. So we'll begin with these three things. Remember, for an advanced posture like Chakrasana, the one which we are going to do today, it requires three main things. One is your shoulder strength, your shoulder mobility. Second is your arm strength to lift you away from the floor. And the third one is the flexibility in your spine flexibility. So we'll be working on all of these three aspects and finally getting ready for Chakrasana. So meet me on a kneel down posture on your mats. So let us begin. Yeah, we come in a kneel down posture. Now beginning with the first aspect, that is the shoulder mobility. What we need to understand is just make sure that you rotate your arms. Alright. So you will place your left palm on your right shoulder. I will be showing it to you from the front. Right palm on your left shoulder. You will slowly raise your arm up. Now, without moving your right shoulder, you will tilt your left arm at the back, make a circle and come down. Now the idea is not to move the opposite shoulder. Now tendency is what happens otherwise with us, I will be showing it to you. Now if I place my palm on the opposite shoulder, tendency is when you move your arm up and you start coming down, you tend to move the other shoulder too. Alright, now this is what we do not want to do. So make sure you watch carefully and practice with me. We'll be doing this for around 5 times. I place my right palm on the left shoulder. Inhaling, you raise your arm up. Now once you reach up, start coming down without moving your other shoulder. So by doing this, you will exactly understand the movement of your shoulder joint. Alright, other side, up, and without moving your other shoulder, you slowly move down. I'll be repeating it 2 more times from the side this time. So, inhaling, you raise your arm up, turn palm outside and slowly go at the back and come down. On the other hand too, you can watch this shoulder, it should not move while I raise my hand up, and exhaling, I bring it down. As much behind as I could go. One last time, inhale, raise your arm up. Exhaling, go at the back without moving your other shoulder. Start coming down. Now doing this gives you an idea of how your shoulder joint would move while we are in the actual posture Chakrasana. Alright. Now by this we've understood how to move our shoulders. Now we'll be practicing one more asana which will help us understand this better. Also known as a camel pose or Ushtrasana. So you will dig your toes inside towards you or outside, whatever suits you. Alright. Now for now, if you're a beginner, I suggest you put your toes inside. Now you will place your left hand middle finger on your left heel and inhaling, rotate your arm like the one which we just did before. Rotate your arm and go down towards your other heel. Now meanwhile, once you are here, you will push your hip forward. Make sure you are not leaning like this at the back. This makes no sense. We need to push our hip forward and drop your neck. Ushtrasana. Stay there. Now, before coming out of the posture, you will release one arm, go to the side and release the other arm. Alright, practice this around 2 times before we proceed further. Now, moving on to the second one, that is the arm strength. Now what happens is, during Chakrasana, at times your spine is much open, but you do not have the strength in your arms to lift you away from the floor. That is why this drill. Alright. So you will come up in a downward facing dog. Okay, I'll turn this side. You will come up in a downward facing dog. Push your knees up. Downward facing dog or Adho Mukha Svanasana as we call. Push your hips up. Now you will think of bending your elbows over here without getting your knees on the floor. Bending your elbows, slide your chest towards the floor. Now swing up. Alright. This is to build your strength in your arms. Now push your hip up again. We repeat this around 4 to 5 times. Very slowly. You will exhale, bend your elbows, go towards the floor and inhaling, swing up. Alright, I'll show it to you one more time. Push your hip up, go in the downward dog posture. Now, exhaling, bend your elbows, go towards the floor and swing up. Now, while you're in this posture, make sure you're not doing this. Alright, your shoulders have to be away from your ears. See the difference? What we are not doing is not sinking inside, shoulders away from the ears. Alright, one last time. Downward dog. Now, bend your knees, bend your elbows, go close to the floor and slide up. This will bring some pressure and some lot of strength in your arms. Alright, slowly drop your knees here and push back. Now, what we just did was for your arm strength. Now, in case if you are not able to do this, what you would do is, you can come in Ashtanga Namaskar. You can check that posture in my previous video, Surya Namaskar. Ashtanga Namaskar is when your knee, chest and chin are on the floor. And what you would do is, slide up from here without your thighs touching the floor. And then, again you push down, Ashtanga Namaskar, slide up and up. Alright, you could choose any variation. Both are known to bring good strength in your arms. Alright, now the last one. Now this is very important and this is why I purposely kept this thing at the last. This will determine how flexible your spine is and how much ready are you for those advanced postures. Okay? So now what we do is, come up on your stomach, lie down on your stomach. Now roll your toes outside, chest is besides your, palms are besides your chest, forehead is on the floor. Basically these are all variations of Bhujangasana. They determine how flexible your spine is. Now, forehead is on the floor. If you are a beginner, what you could do is, before you come up, roll your shoulders up, inhaling, just lift your neck up. Now, this would be, if you find this very easy, you could opt for the second variation which I would be now showing. Slowly drop down. If you find this stretch difficult, then you need to work on this particular stretch. Alright. Now the second variation, you will roll your shoulders behind and with ease, without putting in much efforts, you will inhale and lift your chest up. Inhale and lift your chest up. If you have the flexibility in your spine, this will come easily to you. Exhaling, slowly drop. Now, the last one, this will exactly determine whether your back is ready for Chakrasana or no. Alright. So watch carefully. Inhaling, you will lift your chest, straighten your elbows and up. Now, this time also remember, you're not sinking inside your neck and you're not killing your neck like this. Your shoulders are away from your ears and your back, chest lifted, stomach lifted and look in the front. While coming down, slowly bend your elbows, push your chest on the floor and come down. Now, these three postures will show whether you are ready for Chakrasana or no. I will repeat the last one for you. Place your palms besides your chest, forehead on the floor. Roll your shoulders behind and up. When you are ready, on an inhale, push the floor away from you. Straighten your elbows and up. Look up or else you can just tilt your head maybe. Stay there and slowly before coming down, bend your elbows, push your chest on the floor and down. So now, these were three drills that you could practice before you get ready for Chakrasana. Now, there is one more posture also known as the tabletop posture. This will exactly give you the idea of those muscles which are to be engaged when you lift up in Chakrasana finally. So I would recommend you to do all of these three, say 4 to 5 times, and this one, the reverse tabletop, before you move into Chakrasana. So what do you do for this? Okay, you come up on your mat in this way. Place your palms, fingers pointing towards you, inside. Your fingers are not pointing outside and you're not leaning like this. What you're doing is fingers are pointing towards your hips, shoulders and chest lifted. And now what you do is, inhaling, you lift your hips up and drop your head. Now make sure you've lifted your hips well and you're not somewhere here. This is a reverse tabletop. So you lift your hips up and stay there. You maybe can drop your head at the back. Stay there for 6 counts, 5 counts, whatever suits you. While coming down, slowly exhale, drop your hips and down. Now why I asked you to practice this was, this will give you an idea of exactly which muscles to engage before you go into Chakrasana. Now let's move into the final posture. Before that, there is a small variation. Okay, first lie down. Now, what you will do is, remember a few important things. Before you get into Chakrasana, make sure that your feet, your heels don't touch your butt. There is a bit of distance, not too much and not too little. Okay, so there is a hip width distance between your feet and your hip, and your knees are not sticking to each other. Knees are a little bit away. Alright. Now, when you place your palms, again your palms, your fingertips will face your shoulders and not outside. So your fingertips towards you and your elbows are not open like this. Elbows are close to each other. Palms are besides your ears. Now, before you lift up, what you will slowly do is, when you are ready, you will push the palms away from the floor, lift your hips and come on the crown of your head. Okay, just rest the crown of your head on the floor. Slowly take the weight on both your palms and both your feet. Then once you get comfortable here, stay there for a few counts. Very slowly drop your hip and come out of the posture. Alright, now we move on to the final one. So ready all of us? Place your palms on the mat besides your ears. Make sure your elbows are not dropping outside. Elbows are facing the ceiling close to your ears, and your feet are firmly placed on the ground. When you are ready, on an inhale, lift up and with your palms, using the strength of your arms, lift up. Look back. Your feet are firmly placed on the ground. If you are a beginner, initially your feet may point outside like this, but make sure slowly you turn your toes parallel to each other and look down. Hold yourself there. When you wish to come out of the posture, first you will bend your elbows, drop your head, then slowly your hip and come down. Now once you finish this practice, it is mandatory to hug your knees, move side to side. In case if there is any compression in your lower back, you may do these practices and find some comfort. Alright. So these were your Chakrasana drills, preparatory postures for Chakrasana. Practice them with great comfort, with great, make sure that you are not jumping into postures. So practice them today, and there are a lot of benefits. It's very good for patients who have asthma or people who have respiratory issues, because it opens up your lungs. Very good for thoracic, very good for your kidneys, your pancreas, too many things. So write to me if there is anything in the comment section. And if you've liked the video, show me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon to be the first one to get the notification of my new videos. I will see you next week. Thank you.